I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. Spirit loves me.
Spirit loves me.
I know that.
I know that.
Spirit loves me.
Spirit loves me.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Hey, gotta let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. Gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. When I'm down, I turn to you.
I turn to you.
When I'm down,
you
pull me through.
pull me through.
Hey, gotta let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. I surrender everything. I surrender. Hear me sing.
Stand up, everyone.
Gotta let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. Gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. I'm worthy of this love. I'm worthy of this love. I'm worthy of this love.
Period. Oh, yeah.
I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on Spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on Spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on Spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Walking and talking with my mind stayed on Spirit. Walking and talking with my mind stayed on Spirit. Walking and talking with my mind stayed on Spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Can't hate your neighbor with your mind stayed on Spirit. Can't hate your neighbor with your mind stayed on Spirit. Can't hate your neighbor with your mind stayed on Spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on Spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on Spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on Spirit. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah,
Give it up for our community singers. Woo-woo! Bringing the energy today. Our lead vocalist today is Heather Marsh Prelsnick. Yes, we got Joan sitting in on the drums, percussion, and our pianist, Belle. Good morning, Ahava Center for Spiritual Living. Ahava is the Hebrew word for love. And we gather together every Sunday knowing that love is always the answer. You got it. I am Reverend Rainbow, so grateful to serve as your spiritual director and to welcome you here on this beautiful Sunday morning. We are a conscious community committed to curiosity so that we may provide a loving space to be reminded of the truth of who we are. We are an open and affirming community, so whoever you are and wherever you are on your spiritual path of discovery, know that you are absolutely welcome here. Yes. If you're joining us online, thank you for being a part of our global virtual community, and know that you are absolutely a part of our community as well. Let us know where you're tuning in from today. Make sure to click that like, share, subscribe button, do all the things, and know that you have Amy with you online as your host in the chat today. And I also want to give a shout out and a thank you to Kyle and Gabe, who's learning sound today, and Aiden on camera. So give it up for, yes. Love it, love it. Love when our youth are getting involved as well. If you are joining us here on a Sunday for the first time, we especially welcome you and know that your presence here makes a difference. We would love to acknowledge you with a special greeting. All you have to do is raise your hand or stand. So, anyone here for the first time? Welcome, yay, welcome, 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 yay! Yes. And you may have received a connection card when you came in. If you didn't, one of our core council members will make sure that you get one. And then if you take that to our bookstore, which is the door on the right here after service, we have a special gift for you as well. And then stick around. We would love to get to know you more. We have coffee and tea, and I think I saw some cupcakes today. That's right. Yes, yes. All right. We are so grateful for the many people who give of their time, their talent, and their treasure to create this beloved community. So that's all of you, yes? We want to take a moment to thank all of our volunteers and those that are serving in our youth today. We have Tatiana leading the youth room, and everyone that you see and don't see that contribute during the week. So let's give it up for our volunteers, yes? And what we know here is that we are one. There's one essence, one energy, one presence living as all of us. And as such, we know that each and every one of us is a reflection of that we get to see the beloved within the eyes of one another. So we take this time in service. I invite you to place your hands over your heart and to turn to someone and say, thank you for being a reflection of me. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yay. I love being surrounded by the energy. You know, usually it's just like me up here and y'all there. And I've been having this vision of circles and how the energy can feel more like a circle. And I just am in this moment recognizing that this is a demonstration of that. Yeah. So, circle of love, yes. Yes. And if you are a performer and love to sing as well, we will be having another rehearsal in a few months to grow and expand our community singers, and they will be on rotation. So keep an eye out, and we'll be announcing that soon so you can get involved as well. All right, we have an amazing vision and purpose here, so I invite you to repeat after me. We are an inclusive community. We are an inclusive community. Committed to global transformation. Committed to global transformation. Through personal evolution. Through personal evolution. And our purpose, let's do this one together. Are you ready? Wake up, step up, and make a difference. That's right. Today's affirmation I will read, and then I invite you to repeat and affirm with me. I release my need to judge my imperfections and embrace the wholeness that I am. I release my need to judge my imperfections and embrace the wholeness that I am. Yes. All right. So I invite you now to take a deep breath. as we welcome in the heartbeat of Mother Earth through the drum and presence our land acknowledgement. And during this time as well, I invite you to open your heart and invite in your ancestors and your guides to be present in this space with us this morning. In the warm embrace of the sacred land, our hearts overflow with deep love and gratitude to this land's ancestral guardians, the Yochi, Osage, Cherokee, Shawnee, Hopewell, and Adena nations. By acknowledging their stories, we celebrate the strength, adaptability, and unique contributions of each community to this vibrant mosaic of our shared heritage. We humbly acknowledge the historical wounds and traumas that have touched and continue to touch the lives of Indigenous communities. In this present moment, our commitment springs from a well of love, respect, and the unwavering recognition of the inherent sovereignty of Indigenous peoples. We pledge to be attentive listeners, amplifiers of Indigenous voices, and perpetual learners about the rich diversity of Indigenous cultures, histories, and contemporary challenges. Taking another deep breath. As we now move into our centering song and our opening blessing, which will be led by practitioner Nancy Eisen.
On either one of these parts that you hear.
I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am
As we take this moment in service to turn within, to bring our attention to who we are in truth. We are not our bodies. We are not our egos. We are the divine I am, and all that that is. All the joy, all the beauty, all the love, all the freedom, all the power, all the abundance, all the life, all the love. That is who we are. That is who I am. That is who you are. And we are so blessed. We are so blessed to know this truth. We are so blessed to have this center where we can come and be surrounded by a wall of music and remember these truths. Truly, truly, all is well. And so it is.
I am remembering who I am. I am
here, David.
I'll be up here eventually as a community singer anyway. All right. Oh. Today I'm reading an excerpt from Please Call Me by My True Names by Thich Nhat Hanh. Okay. I don't want to dishonor the man, because he is me and I am him. Do not say that I will depart tomorrow. Even today I am still arriving. I still arrive in order to laugh and to cry, to fear and to hope. The rhythm of my heart is the birth and death of all that is alive. I am a mayfly metamorphosing on the surface of the river. I am a bird that swoops down to swallow the mayfly. I am a frog swimming happily in the clear water of a pond. And I am the grass snake that silently feeds itself on the frog. I am the child in Uganda, all skin and bones, my legs as thin as bamboo sticks. And I am the arms merchant selling deadly weapons to Uganda. I'm the 12-year-old girl, refugee on a small boat, who throws herself into the ocean after being captured by sea pirates. And I am the pirate, my heart not yet capable of seeing and loving. I am a member of the Politburo with plenty of power in my hands. And I am the man who has to pay his debt of blood to my people dying slowly in the forced labor camp. My joy is like spring, so warm it makes flowers bloom all over the earth. My pain is like the rivers of tears, so vast it fills the four oceans. Please call me by my true names, so I can hear all my cries and laughters at once, so I can hear that my joy and pain are one. Please call me by my true names, so I can wake up and the door of my heart could be left open, the door of compassion. Thank you.
Made a wrong turn once or twice, dug my way out, blood and fire, bad decisions, it's all right. Welcome to my silly life. Mistreated, misplaced, misunderstood, no way, it's all good. It didn't slow me down. Mistaken, always second guessing, underestimating. Look, I'm still around. Pretty, pretty, please, don't you ever feel like you're less than perfect. Pretty, pretty, please, if you ever feel like you're nothing, you are perfect to me. You're so mean when you talk about yourself. You were wrong. Make them change the voices in your head. Make them like you instead. So complicated, look happy, you'll make it. Filled with so much hatred, such a tired game. It's enough, I've done all I could think of. Chased down all my demons, I've seen you do the same. Oh, pretty, pretty, please, don't you ever feel like you're less than perfect. Pretty, pretty, please, if you ever feel like you're nothing, you are perfect to me.
The whole world's scared, so I swallow my fear. The only thing I should be thinking is what I do here. So cool in life, and we try, but we try too hard. It's a waste of my time. Done looking for the critics, cause they're everywhere. They don't like my jeans, they don't get my hair. Exchange ourselves, and we do it all the time. Why do we do that? Why do I do that? Oh yeah, oh baby, oh yeah, pretty baby, pretty please, don't you ever feel like you're less than perfect. Pretty please, if you ever feel like you're nothing, you are perfect, completely perfect to me, you're perfect to me.
Yes. It's been a fun month talking about perfect, being divinely perfect, being perfectly imperfect, embracing our imperfections, and the number of songs that are called Perfect provided a lot of fun places to go musically as well. So we are actually going to kind of wrap up this series today because next Sunday is our 15th anniversary celebration. Woo-woo! And we have some different things planned for next week. So today we are going to wrap up this Practice Makes Imperfect theme. So we talked about the paradox of perfection, right? We kicked it off by talking about how we are divinely perfect and we are human. And as our humanity, it's important to embrace our imperfections in order to allow us to fully integrate and be living in the wholeness of who we are, to express ourselves more fully. And this occurs by recognizing the inherent beauty and the potential in our perceived imperfections, those places where we say, where that voice within us says that we are less than perfect, right? And when we do this, we open up to the love within, the wholeness within, the beauty within ourselves to experience a more expansive nature of life living itself as and through all of us. And embracing this practice of loving our imperfections, accepting, honoring, acknowledging them, opens us to the opportunity for more self-love and self-compassion, self-acceptance, and cultivating that sense of wholeness, even in the midst of life's challenges. So where we're going this month is noticing that paradox, holding space. Last week we talked about our shadow selves, right? And those places that we deem bad or wrong, those parts of ourselves, and try to lock away, but we realize we really can't because they're always there, and they are actually running the show, those voices, if we don't allow them. And what I know from my experience is just being present with that which I may deem bad or wrong or unworthy or imperfect, being present with it and looking at it allows that energy to dissolve so that it no longer has power over me. right? We can, instead of striving to attain some kind of perfection out there, some kind of ideal based on what the world may tell us, we can turn within and remember that we are whole, perfect, and complete just as we are. So this work allows us the opportunity for so much more growth and depth in our experiences of being spiritual and human and divine. Spiritual beings having a human experience and human beings having a spiritual experience. Recognizing that inherent beauty and the potential and the beauty and possibility, even in our flaws, we open ourselves to this journey of self-exploration and transformation. Tara Branch is a meditation teacher, an author, and from the Buddhist tradition. And in her book, Radical Acceptance, she says, on this sacred path of radical acceptance, rather than striving for perfection, we discover how to love ourselves into wholeness. So I want to share an example. It's a little vulnerable for me, even though it's silly. But isn't it the silly things in life sometimes that we can be like, what? So this is how I caught myself this morning. I was getting ready in the mirror, and I was looking, and I notice I keep going like this. And this one patch, ever since I shaved my hair short, I noticed this one patch of my hair is growing in much thinner and slower than the rest. And I go and I'm doing this, and I'm literally like pulling the hairs like that can make it grow better. And I'm like, oh, and then I go, what are you doing, Rainbow? And I notice how I keep literally and picture everything. Like every time I was like focusing on this one area and making it doesn't feel good, right? Like feeling like, oh. And then I paused and I caught myself this morning and I thought, Rainbow, why don't you focus on the rest of your hair that you love and can play with, and focus on the qualities that you desire, the lusciousness, the softness, the boldness, right? How much do we do that, y'all? We focus on the one patch that we think is not worthy or good enough, when yet there's the whole rest of it and the wholeness itself, which together is perfect. So I share my little vulnerability about my, seeming bald spot, and let go of judging myself for that and embracing the beauty that I am. And I invite you to do the same. Because when we can practice with those little things, that builds the practice and the resilience to do it in the bigger moments of life. When something occurs that we may feel like is happening to us, or something occurs that we do not want to experience in a relationship, or that we see in the world, if we focus only on that which is wrong or bad, that's where all of our energy goes. And literally, our vibration goes like, right? And then that's all we can see. Like every time I look in the mirror, that's all I could see. So, as I shared last week, I want to explore a little deeper what I feel is the number one practice in our spiritual growth, in this opportunity to really know our own worth and wholeness, and to have that reflected in the world around us, which is releasing this tendency to judge and to focus only on what's wrong or bad, right? The truth is we are one. There's one perfect being, this nature of life, this holographic universe, this cosmic isness, that we are all connected. And I bring up this idea of oneness because we may think that we can have silent judgments about ourselves and it doesn't impact anyone else, right? But spiritually speaking, that's not true. From a metaphysical standpoint of energy and vibration and oneness, there is no other, and there is no out there or in here. There is only the one thing occurring. I remember literally where I was in the moment that I heard one of my spiritual teachers, Jennifer Hadley, offer this practice. And that, you know those like light bulb moments. And she says, if you're struggling with self-doubt or feeling unworthy, the invitation is to notice where you are judging others. And I was like, what? But I'm a nice person. I don't judge others. And then I got curious and willing to see perhaps where I might be in resistance to some things and judging others. Judging others' behaviors or actions or anything, right? And it can be subtle. And if we are judging ourselves, if we are judging others, that has an impact on the vibrational whole. Now, I know and understand that as humans, our brain is wired and such, and it's very much a human tendency to judge. And that doesn't mean we can't strive for something different. And when I'm saying judging, I'm talking about the ego part of our mind's tendency to make something bad or wrong, to call something out as this isn't good, this is wrong, this is bad, they shouldn't, they should, right? All of these words that kind of represent the ego are the shoulds and the shouldn'ts, the blame, the judging and defending and attacking, all of these patterns. So, when we start to notice, here is the key. Shift your judgment into a preference. Allow what you are judging to highlight what you actually desire or value and point out to you what it is that you would like to see more of, and then focus on that. Allow the judgment, the human tendency, right, to be there because we're accepting all of who we are wholeness. It's going to come up. We're going to be there. But just like we do our mindful practices with anything, once we notice it, we don't let it grab hold of our energy and we don't go down the whole rabbit hole of the judgment. We can ask, what is this here to tell me? So let me give you a few examples that might help make this a little bit more real. I'm going to start with this silly, simple one. I prefer chocolate instead of vanilla ice cream. I don't judge vanilla ice cream as bad or wrong. I simply know that I prefer chocolate. If you prefer vanilla, great. Order your vanilla. I won't judge you. Now, that's an easy one, right? But I started with that example to see how simple it is to shift from a judgment to a preference, right? And that's the place we want to start getting to in areas that are a little denser, a little stickier, a little harder, like our relationships, politics, right? Finances, the systems, structures of the world. So when we see something and we think that is bad or wrong, that's not okay, notice that, but then go to What is that telling you? What do you value? What do you desire? What would you prefer to see or experience instead? And just notice that and say in your head, oh, I prefer la la la. And if you are in the middle of a situation, say you're like at a meeting at work, right? And you're going to be there for an hour and you can't get up and leave because you've committed to be there, whatever it may be. And someone is really on your nerves. They have a certain way of being, like we talked about last week. Perhaps it's your resistance is a projection, something to look at within yourself. But notice if there's someone that has a certain way of being. Let's say they tend to talk a lot and monopolize the meeting and derail it so everything goes way longer, for example. So if you're sitting there and you're judging that person, I don't know, these are some, common patterns if you've ever worked with people, right? So if you're sitting there judging, like, oh, there they go again. Why do they do that? I'm supposed to be somewhere. This is a waste of time, right? We notice that chatter and then breathe and then say, I prefer efficiency. Just notice that, right? And see if you can switch from being in resistance to what is, because all that's doing is making your experience in that moment even worse, right? Nothing's going to change right there. But if you can notice and just state, oh, that's good to know. I prefer efficiency. And then maybe you can look at yourself, well, there's an area in my life that I can be more efficient. Maybe it brings up something and there is something actually in the situation to do when it's appropriate to speak to the person or whatever, or invite a suggestion to move towards your preference. But if we stay in the judgment, it creates separation and divide. If you afterwards go to your two other friends and say, can you believe that meeting? What did they do? Creates separation. And we wonder why the world is like it is. Yeah. Even in environments where we seemingly all kind of get along and like each other, we sit there in the judgment, creating separation, othering, and then gossiping and getting our fix, our energy built up by having other people validate our story and our point of view, so then we feel right and righteous and then make them bad or wrong. That's the ego, folks. Our work is to notice, pay attention. Don't make your judgment wrong, but breathe into it and say, get curious, right? What is this telling me? Connect with your heart. See if you can open up with compassion. Another step, once you identify your preference, perhaps is to open to compassion for that person, for accepting them just as they are, humaning the way we all human uniquely, yes? This is the work, y'all. By offering ourselves and others the kindness and the understanding, we can create a nurturing environment for personal growth, for self-expression. And that in itself is what creates this global transformation. But the ego, it can't quite tell the difference between transformation and annihilation. So when you start to notice these thoughts and do this work of shifting from judgment to preference, of moving into your heart, of compassion and love, that pattern of thought that we call the ego that is so conditioned, not only in our own minds, but in our collective, it feels threatened. Because it doesn't quite know that you are on this transformative journey to experience wholeness and love and oneness. And so it thinks that it's dying and it's going to cling to the comfort zone. It's going to fight for your attention in very loud ways. And again, simply notice and breathe. We don't want to make the ego bad or wrong either, right? We're not trying to create the dichotomy of this is good and this is bad. We notice it all, we love, we embrace, we accept, but we notice when the tendency of the ego is to feel threatened and want to hang on. We can lovingly say, thank you, and that thought, that pattern, that habit, that judgment no longer serves me now. And this requires practice. So, this week, this is real practice, y'all. I invite you to notice where your focus is. If you choose to watch the news, if you are just around other people, there will be an opportunity. Even if you're in the woods by yourself, there will be an opportunity because there's that voice, that constant chatter that wants to hang on for dear life. So the practice is to move beyond your comfort zone, but know that you are not alone, for you are sourced by, powered by the great love of life itself. So notice where your focus is, and if you find yourself in resistance or judging what is, come back to your heart and ask what wants to be known in this moment. And then if you notice and can identify a preference, try turning that into an affirmation and working with that affirmation. Write it down, record yourself saying it, listen to it at night before you go to bed, write it, paint it, do a dance to it, make up a song with it. And that is how the neuroscience also ties into this, because we start to rewire our brain to focus more on that which we desire instead of that which we judge. Yes? So let's take a deep breath and move into prayer. Recognizing the one life that is love, this one life that is wholeness, that is peace, that is freedom. I know that there is only one divine activity expressing in, as, and through me, in, as, and through all of life. I see this beauty and this wholeness and this freedom expressed so naturally in nature. And I can turn to that, the flower that blooms and expresses itself so freely, and say, I am that. I am. So I know that this one life is living and moving each and every one of us. That peace is who we are, our natural divine state. Freedom, love is who we are. Joy, creativity. So in each and every moment, we can choose to remember the truth of who we are and to allow this love and this peace and this joy to lead the way as we focus on that which we desire, knowing that either pain can push or vision can pull. So we choose this day to rise up to this higher vision for our lives, for this spiritual community, for our country and the world. By seeing, claiming, and knowing love and only love, peace and only peace, freedom and only freedom. And it's with great gratitude for the fulfillment of this word, that I release it now into the action of the law, that aspect of life that always says, yes, my beloved. And I let it be so, and say, and so it is. Yes. Well, let's sing our prayer now.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love.
All right, we're going to move into our moment of integration where you have the opportunity to do a little spiritual practice and to not just hear the words and be inspired, but forget as soon as you walk out the door, but to take a moment to integrate. So I'm going to invite you to find someone to turn to that you are going to share what is an example of a judgment you have that you can turn into a preference. Just one, y'all. All right, find someone now. Share, move around if you need to.
Okay, let's I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful.
Make sure that both people have an opportunity to share.
Talking, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful.
Begin to wrap up your sharing, and when you're complete, you can join us in song. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. One more time. I am so blessed. All right, so we are going to get to hear now from our community organization of the month. We usually do this on the last Sunday of the month, but since next week's going to be a little different, we're pretending today's the last Sunday. And we are, for our Giving Sunday today, I would love to invite up our very own Tanisha Copeland to share about Step by Step.
Thank you, everyone. Good morning. Grand Rising, beautiful people. I'm Tanisha Copeland, she, her. And let me tell you, if there was an award for the most spectacular mess-ups on the road to success, I'd be taking that trophy home. But you know what? I'm here. I'm whole. I'm embracing every imperfect step of my journey. Now, Brene Brown. Thank you. Now, Brene Brown talks about the power of vulnerability, right? So let me get a little vulnerable with you for a minute. Picture this, 14-year-old me, pregnant, scared out of my mind, and feeling like I just won a one-way ticket to Your Life is Overland. Fast forward through years of an abusive relationship, battles with addiction, mental health struggles, and more financial crises than I care to count. Sounds like a real Lifetime movie marathon, doesn't it? But here's the thing. Finally, family, through these struggles, they weren't the end of my story. They were the messy, imperfect beginning of something beautiful. Today, I stand before you as a proud mom of 3 incredible children, including a son that played in the NFL and allowed me to witness a Super Bowl victory, a beautiful daughter who keeps us grounded and helps care for my 92-year-old grandmother, and a super intelligent, gorgeous future college freshman. I'm an author, a speaker, a peer, a counselor, and most importantly, a woman who's learned that our imperfections are what make us perfectly equipped to help others. You see, embracing our imperfections isn't about celebrating our mistakes. It's about recognizing that our struggles give us the compassion, the insight, and the strength to lift others up. If I knew where I was. And that's exactly what Step by Step is all about. At Step by Step, we live by these powerful words. I'm not my past mistakes. I am not my diagnosis. I'm not what others have said about me. My past does not dictate my future behavior. In this space, I can be made new. These words just aren't a motto. They're a lifeline for young moms between 12 and 24 who are struggling to find hope and direction. Step by Step provides real, tangible support. Financial education, mentoring, emotional support, the kind of help that can turn a scared teenager into a confident, capable mother. And let me tell you, the transformation is nothing short of miraculous. I've been honored to be able to be a financial mentor with this program, and through that, I've been able to witness young women go from feeling like their lives were over to starting businesses, finishing school, breaking cycles of poverty and abuse. It's like watching a butterfly emerge from its cocoon, except instead of wings, these moms sprout confidence, skill, and hope. Now I know what some of you may be thinking. Tanisha, that's great, but what can I do? I'm not a teen mom, I can't relate. Let me share a story that changed my perspective. There's this tale about a man walking along a beach covered in thousands of stranded starfish. He sees another man picking up starfish one by one and throwing them back into the ocean. The first man asks, "Why bother? You can't possibly make a difference." The second man picks up another starfish, tosses it into the sea, and says, "I made a difference to that one." That's what Step by Step does. That's what you can do. You might not be able to help every young mom out there, but the one you do help, you'll change her whole world. And speaking of changing worlds, let me hit you with some exciting news. We've received a $100,000 matching grant. That means that every dollar that you are able to give, it's doubled. It's like a universe 2-for-1 kind of special, and the dividends are paid in changed lives and stronger communities. So here's my challenge to you, and I'm gonna borrow a little Michelle Obama energy here. Let's roll up our sleeves. Let's get to work. Volunteer, mentor, donate if you can. Share your story, because every time we reach out to help another person, we're not just changing their life, we're changing our own. I'm living proof that with the right support, a teen mom can become an author, a speaker, a force for change. My stories will be published soon, and let me tell you, it's full of mess-ups, miracles, and everything in between. But more importantly, it's a testament to the power of embracing our imperfections and using them to connect and uplift others. And as I wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. Your imperfections, your struggles, your mess-ups, they're not liabilities. They're your superpowers. They're what equip you to understand, to empathize, and to make the real difference in someone's life. So Ahava family, are you ready to embrace your imperfections? Yes. Are you ready to use your stories to change someone else's? Yes. Are you ready to be a part of the step-by-step miracle? Yes. Because I'm ready, and let me tell you, this is the beginning of an incredible journey. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you. So know that as you give to Ahava today, that is also going to contribute to this wonderful organization step by step, but you can also reach out and talk to Tanisha how you individually can give and volunteer even more. All right, we are going to pass the basket in the room, but you can also give online, and you can go to our website. You can text the word give to 859-209-6996. It will take a moment just to set it up the first time, and then it's easy going from there. And I invite you now to repeat after me. Divine love as me.
Divine love as me.
Blesses and multiplies all that I have.
Blesses and multiplies all that I have.
All that I give.
All that I give.
And all that I receive.
And all that I receive.
I joyously contribute to the vision of Ahava.
I joyously contribute to the vision of Ahava.
Knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly.
Knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly.
And so it is.
So it is.
All right. Love is my source. Sing it with us, y'all. Come on up, Joan. Give us that beat. Love is my source.
Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. Hey, so I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I love. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. Joy is my source. Joy is my source. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. So I give thanks for all my blessings. For all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. Peace. Peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. Love is my source. Love is my source. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love is my power. Everything I need. So I give thanks. So I give thanks. Blessings. Love gives me everything I need. Hey. Love gives me everything I need. One more time. Love gives me everything I need.
All right, we have a few things coming up. Our Taste of Ahava, which is our summer of fun and fundraising, where community members contribute something, an event, put it together, and we sell tickets, and all the money comes back to Ahava. Our first event was scheduled for yesterday and has been postponed. We're sending Clayton energy. He was not feeling well, was unable to host yesterday, so you still have another chance if you couldn't make it yesterday to the cacao ceremony and ecstatic dance. It will be rescheduled soon. But this Friday is our next event, Drag Bingo. Yes, our Corbell will be hosting. And yes, it's going to be a lot of fun. And that Friday night, that date is the exact date of our first service. So come and celebrate with us, play some bingo, have some fun, bring some extra donations Friday the 26th on the actual 15th anniversary. And then come back on Sunday for a fabulous service. We will be honored to have our founding minister, Reverend Sonny, here with us. There's going to be, all of our vocalists will be here as well. Justin Norris will be back, y'all. We've been missing him, yes. After service, there is going to be food. We will be providing hot dogs, veggie and vegan burgers, and real burgers, vegan beef, whatever, I don't know. We'll have all of that. Gluten-free options.
Vegan options available.
Gluten-free, vegan options, and meat options. And Ahava will be providing some of the sides as well as drinks, but we do open to all of you, as we normally have our potluck Sunday, the last Sunday of the month. If you would like to bring something, we thought, instead of going and buying a big vat of potato salad at the store, y'all have some amazing sides that you make. So we would like to invite you to still bring your sides for the potluck if you're able. There'll be plenty of food. It's going to be a lot of fun. We also have our silent auction, so make sure to bring your checkbooks if you still have those. Credit cards, we can take those too. We have quilts, we have jewelry, we have things such as gift certificates to salon, for massage, for float tank, for spiritual coaching, like amazing stuff, y'all. You're going to want to get in on that silent auction next week. I think that's it. I skipped the first slide, I believe, which is a reminder of our yoga club every Thursday night. This Thursday, I invite you to come. It starts at 7. Come a little early. Our plan is to stay a little late. We're going to be doing some deep cleaning and a little touch-up painting and some zhuzhing up of the space before our big celebration. So if you come to yoga, we would love for you to stay a little before or after and join some of us for that. And you can see David if you have questions about yoga club. Yes. All right, we're going to move into our time, moment of embodiment, where we get to move our bodies a little bit and kick it up, DJ. I like having a DJ. Kyle, did you ever think you would be a DJ? All right, y'all, invite you to stand, move your body, integrate all the love, all the joy, all that has been revealed to you this day. Move it in your body. Yes. It's called putting the phone in your pocket. All right. Okay. no perfect way to move. Just be you. Embrace your weird. All right, so a reminder that we have licensed spiritual practitioners here to support you in prayer. Nancy Eisen will be available over here in the prayer corner. There's a prayer box. You can leave prayer requests, and you can make a prayer request online as well. I think that's it. I don't know why. It feels like there's something else. I just want to acknowledge, sometimes we bring in our youth. We're not bringing them in on every Sunday now, but do ask them what they talked about today, and I'm sure they would love to share their crafts and excitement with you. So now we are going to speak our benediction and close it out with another song. So I invite you to repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Thank you, Vanis. It's this thing called life. Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my affairs.
Life is in my affairs.
I accept it.
I accept it.
I am it.
I am it.
And I share it.
And I share it.
Just the way it appears.
Just the way it appears.
And just the way it appears not.
Just the way it appears not.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
That's right. All right, we got a new closing for you. We Let It Be by the Ricky Byers.
2, 3.
We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. We let the peace, wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let it be. One more time. We let it be.
Take those postcards.